What's going on? What is up? Hello. Welcome to another Squawk with me, Swoop. Thank you all for joining me on this Saturday night. So we'll be going over the game. I'm going to get some stats up. And then I'll put the AFL. All right. Hang on. All right. Did I put the post up? I did. Okay. So I've got all the stats up here. We're ready to go. Get Oh, 1 sec. It's a mess here. All right. I'll post it again. Get in the stream. We've got one. Magpies Inc. is ready to go. Is he ready? Thumbs up if you're ready to go, dude. All right. Let's chuck him on. Let's start this squawk. How you going, bud?
Good, mate.
Sorry you couldn't be there for your home win.
That's it.
Definitely not gonna
That
be
was
there
my one and only chance, but whatever. Just happy to win, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
Always satisfying to beat the Eagles. So
and it wasn't even a win; it was a fucking demolition, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was really good. I think what was for me that we had 11 goal kickers, and that was, we didn't rely, like I said in the past, it'd be nice to have, Billy or whoever kick Billy and whoever kick more than one person kick more. But it was nice today that we didn't have that. It was refreshing today that we didn't have that, and I think that's how we won the premiership years and years ago. But we didn't have a sort of, we had Cloak, but they all sort of kicked 1-2 goals.
Everyone chipped in. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, and there's not that sort of make or break target. Yeah, it was nice. 11 goal kickers, 13 goals. Yeah,
no,
and
it was really good.
Yeah, it was just refreshing to put the game away halfway through the second quarter and just enjoy the rest of it. By how much in the end?
Yeah, exactly right. Like when I was on the stream, comparing this game to the Carlton game when I streamed last, it was very like that Carlton game. Obviously, it went down to the last quarter and stuff, and I was never comfortable throughout the game. But this one, it kind of reminded me of the replayed grand final in obviously 2010, where you knew, I think we were up by 40-something points.
It never felt like
and you kind of just sit back and go, all right, we've got this. You know what I mean? Like there was no way the Eagles were coming back from a 50-point deficit at halftime.
No, even when they did kick, I think they kicked 5 of 6 sort of between, in the last quarter or third and last quarter. The game was over. We were whatever we were at 50 points up at halftime. it's just nice. Like we haven't been up. I think the last time we were up like that was, I mean, maybe the Bulldogs last year at the beginning, but like to dominate, I don't think we've been up at halftime like that for a long time.
No. Like, just 1 sec, man. Can you see the comment down below?
So what was that?
Can you see the comment down below? Standing ovation for Hal.
Oh, standing
for Howie.
Am I standing?
I'm standing too.
All right, I'm standing.
Love it. Love it. Love it. He was fantastic. What's that? Is that a grand final top?
Yeah.
Oh, 2018. What are you doing, brother? What are you fucking doing, man?
I had to. Come on, man. It's like I know it's not a bad omen. It's a good omen. It's kind of like I wear it quite often, but you know, we've won a few. But no, we've had some good wins this year. Like the teams that we've beaten, you know, you can't get much better than beating teams like Richmond and Carlton and West Coast. I know that you know, like you just got to draw positives, and we're heading in the right direction, which is good.
And that's the thing, yeah. These baby Magpies, like someone in the comments, here, Loudon says, biggest positive for me was Finlay McRae really making his mark. He smashed it. He went at 44% last week, and now he's over 85% with over 20 disposals. So like, and his disposals weren't just, you know, chip kicks here and there. They were fucking good disposals.
We also had like six. Was it six? Oh no, 5 players over 30 touches.
Yeah, look at that. When does that ever happen for us this year or the last 2 years?
Like it was really good, solid effort today. You know, and I had a feeling we were going to pull one out. Just, you know, like we dropped stupid games like Carlton and whatever, but we do tend. And I know that West Coast aren't traveling the best at the moment, but it doesn't matter. You're still going to beat them.
They're playing for a final spot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter that they're not traveling. They needed to fucking win this game, and it just shows that they just can't do it outside of Perth.
Yeah. Well, that's the first. Just trying to think. I think that's the first time we've beaten them in Melbourne for quite a while, actually, because with the last two.
You've been playing in Perth, right?
Well, no, we've played them twice since the Granny. We've played them 6 times, twice at the G and 4 times in Perth. And we're 2-2 in Perth since the Granny, and we're 1-1 in Melbourne. So we're 3-3 since the Granny. But it was clearly our best. You know, our 2 wins in Perth were 1-pointers. So it was clearly our best performance against the Eagles for, you know, and even in that era, in that sort of grand final year, they beat us, and you know, so it's our best win against them for a long time.
For a long time, 100%. Like even, you know, that finals win was good, but that went literally down to the last minute and a half. This one was we put him to the sword straight away, which is nice, you know.
It was good. Like it was sort of in the first quarter, it was a bit of a slow start, and then we just went bang, 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 and then all of a sudden at quarter time, you know, what was the score at quarter time? We were 4 goals to 0 or whatever. Yeah, but about that. And that's like normal for us. Like we're always between 2 and 4 goals up against West Coast at quarter time. I did a post about it after we lost last time. It was like, why can't we finish off? I don't know if you remember. It was like, why can't we finish off against? We
start well against them. We do. Yeah.
We always start well against them. So at quarter time, I was just like, oh well,
here we go.
You know, and which was nice. I mean, you'd still rather be in that position than not. But then the second quarter was just beautiful.
It was all wearing good. Dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. I got a couple of guys waiting.
No worries. Great to chat. Go Pies.
As always, love your work. Go Pies. See you, mate.
See you, mate.
All right. Sush, I'm going to get you on, brother. Thumbs up if you're ready to go. All right. What's going on, man?
Not bad, yourself?
Yeah, not too bad after that win. Jesus.
Yeah, very good. Just
Hey, you,
the first half, I reckon, was better than the second half, though.
yeah. It was the second was just very, just taking it easy. You're up by 50 points at halftime. You're not gonna, you're not gonna go out and really smash it.
No.
Who was your best on ground?
DeGoey or Jack Crisp, I reckon.
Yeah, Crispy. He absolutely smashed it. He got 36 touches, Crispy.
Yeah, I reckon. He's like the one who's like playing the most consistent week in, week out, and stuff. Like he'll win the best and fairest, I reckon.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in the comments saying that. He's very he's very consistent, Crisp. And that says a lot to him about, I think he's played over 150 games straight or whatever it may be. Very consistent. He looks like he has gone into the back to the half back line a little bit, because there was a period where he was in the midfield, starting on ball and stuff. But to get 36 disposals off the half back and pushing into the midfield when he can, really, really good, really good.
Yeah.
I loved his game today. Yeah, exactly.
And I liked how Jeremy Howe was straight into the defense, just setting up plays and stuff.
And how much did that change our defense? You know what I mean? We just look like a better unit out there.
Yeah, when Moore comes back, we're gonna be one of the best defenses again.
Yeah, I think it was Manny last week that said that you can't take anything. You got next year when we have all our players back. That's when we're gonna look like a good fucking side.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, man. Who do you reckon? Do you reckon we go in unchanged against Hawthorn next week?
Yeah.
Unchanged?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, nice, man, nice. All right, Sush. I'm gonna chuck on a couple other people. Thanks for coming on again.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother. See you. Bye. All right, Luke Mason. Thumbs up if you're ready to go, man. All right. How you going, bud?
Good, yourself, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. What'd you think of the game?
Oh, that was pretty awesome, if you tell me.
Yep.
That's probably what we should do every quarter.
Yeah. It's I wish, man. I wish it was that easy, brother. I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, definitely. If we played that against Carlton a couple of weeks ago, we would have been all right.
Yeah, and even, it's just Collingwood. One good game, one bad game, one good game, one bad game.
Yeah.
They're just, and I think it's because it's a young side as well. There just hasn't been, that consistency. But
there's one guy that has really impressed me lately, Finlay McRae. Boy, he's got to be a star.
He's gonna be. Some of his kicks inside 50 today were incredible.
I think one of his kicks. I think he was kicks to the galley. Fuck, that was a good kick.
Yeah, he knows. The thing I like about him is he knows where the target is. He's not afraid to take the game on, and he'll learn. He'll learn. And he's only played 3 or 4 games or something. So,
when he first played, it was this kid might need a little bit more in the VFL to develop. But honestly, he's actually developed. Him, Oliver Henry, Bianco. We've got a bright future ahead of us. I'm actually excited for this future.
Man, me too. And this is and if anyone follows me on Twitter and obviously you guys follow me on Instagram and shit like that, this is why, the people, just to derail this conversation for a sec, the people calling for the EGM and they want to change and stuff, they see what they want to see. If you look now at the kids playing and we're looking at going for Clarkson, or we're looking at going for Kingsley, someone good that's coming up, and then coupled with all these kids that we're bringing in, this is why we traded the first round draft pick of this because we can get Poulter, we can get Bo. This shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You have to risk it for the biscuit, and it's coming up trumps. It's coming up fucking trumps. Yeah. Who was your best on today, Luke?
So I would say DeGoey or Jack Cripps. Both of those to really show their. Oh, Jack Cripps is consistent every bloody week. Absolutely love him having the pies. Isaac Quainer, I probably would put him up there too. Good to see him get his first goal.
Yeah, that was nice. Yep.
In my opinion, I reckon Robert Harvey's I'm starting to get used to Robert Harvey. He's sort of changed the game plan a bit. I'm like, maybe we should give him a year or like, but if we want to go for Clarkson, we might as well go for it.
Yeah. If you can make the play for the big guys, you make the play for the big guys. Luke, thanks for jumping on, brother. I'm going to answer a couple of questions.
See you later, mate.
Yeah, mate. All right, let me just go through some of this stuff. Thoughts on Trey Roscoe? Yeah, look, I talk about Trey a lot. If you had asked me this 5 weeks ago, I would have said that I think he doesn't go on next year. I think he gets delisted or traded or something like that. But now, revelation of halfback in the spot where he should be playing, and he's been playing amazing. Love that. Billy says we were going to have a beer today. Yeah, I know. What a fucking spew, dude. We're going to have to wait for maybe the Essendon game in round 23. Fingers crossed we can get to the G by then. Swoop loves the biscuits. Risking it for the biscuit, man. Risking it for the biscuit. Paul says, Swoop, do you have a girlfriend? No. I'm proud of Quaynor with his first goal. Crispy had 36 disposals. Quaynor's first goal. I'll put up if you go on my Instagram, I'll put up a side-by-side with Tonic kicking his first goal. I'll put up one. I think I reacted really well to Quaynor's first goal as well. Luke, no worries. Thanks for coming on, brother. All right. What am I doing now? Okay. I'll put on the thing. There's the stream again. All right. Kev, we're going to get you on for a little bit, man. Thumbs up if you're ready to go. All right. How you going, mate?
Good, man. Good. That was the best win I've ever seen, man. Best win.
It was
better
pretty
than
good,
the Melbourne one, I think.
Yeah, okay. Why is that, do you reckon?
Just because we played 4 quarters
Yep.
in the lights of how we played. When we actually moved the ball on, we moved it smarter, and we actually got past the West Coast defense. West Coast needed a win because they're 2 games in their 8, but we nothing to play for. I thought that was a really solid 4 quarter performance.
Yep, I think you're right, man. I think especially that first half was phenomenal. Like Magpies Inc. said, we did drop off a little bit, but I don't think that was anything to worry about. 50 points up. I'm just trying to look at the timeline. So, the only time West Coast kicked 4 goals in the last quarter, big deal. You know what I mean? So
it's not going to matter. Like, we already had the game won.
Exactly right. So
we're too far in front. There's no way they would have come back and won.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Especially with COVID stuff now, God knows what's going to happen in the season.
Yeah. What are you? Who do you think? Who surprised you the most today? Do you reckon?
To be honest, I'm really impressed with Oliver Henry. He surprised me. I didn't think he can play that consistently well. There's a couple, Craner and Noble, they play really decent games. Madgen I thought he played a superb game. And Jeremy Howe, first game back in a while.
Yep.
Since what, round
5 against the
4?
Eagles.
Yeah,
4.
round 5.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, first game back and you play like that.
Yeah,
I think we need to keep him.
Yeah, like
Were
I
you
was.
surprised? Go on.
What is it? Sorry? No, go on.
Were you surprised that Cox was out? Or did you thought they were going to play him?
I think that might have been the last time we see Cox in a Collingwood jersey last week. If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think there's any sort of need for him anymore at the moment, which is sad, obviously, because we love Coxie. But you know, I'm a Coxie fan.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Didn't Howe come back earlier? Nah, he didn't. He re-injure himself in round 5. Did he come back and play again and then get injured?
No, he didn't. He was going to come back, but then he got injured again.
Yeah,
He was training.
I've had too many gin and tonics. My memory's fucking faded, mate. But yeah, so look, everyone's saying, what do we get out of a Cox trade? What would you, if you had to trade Cox, where would he go, and what would you
Gold
and
Suns.
what would you want for him?
Gold Suns. Maybe either a midfielder or maybe a small forward.
Yep.
I'm a bit worried with given and even though he played pretty decent today. I'm a bit worried that the fact is that we don't have any tall forwards that can really demand that spot or have a small time to say, you know, like a Leon Davis or Didac type that we've had.
I think that's where Bo McCreary comes in when he comes back. He is that he's that sort of player that can play that role really well, which is nice. But you know, again, that hamstring, young kid, so you want to give him time to recover. But yeah, we don't have that big forward. But I think in a couple of years, Liam McMahon could be good. You know, Darcy Cameron, you could maybe change him into a big key forward who can pinch it in the ruck, kind of like Oscar Allen is. But I don't know if we're ever going to get someone like a Josh Kennedy or Tom Hawkins. You know what I mean? Unless we can pull one of the Kings.
I don't think so.
So yeah.
What about Max Lynch? Like, what are you hearing?
I think Lynchy will go. He'll go for not because we don't want him. I think he just won't be able to get a game with the personnel that we have, and I think he might go to Gold Coast. Are in need of a ruckman because everyone's injured there. I know they've got who do they just fucking? They picked up someone in the off season that just hasn't played a game. Markov, I think, is he a ruckman? Anyway,
yeah,
but maybe or Hawthorne as well. Yeah, Lynch to Gold Coast, given Witts is out. That could be it as well. But yeah, it's interesting. Kev, thank you so much for coming on, brother.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, man. See you, bro. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Adams came back on and re-injured against Port Adelaide. All good, man. Where was this? Yeah, excited for Ash Johnson. I am so excited for Ash Johnson. Ash Johnson could be. I forget about him because he's injured, so he's not even playing in the VFL. But we might get a look at him in the last round of the VFL, which is really, really nice. Yeah, Munit says Ash Johnson could be a freak. All right. Guess what? It's fucking time. It's fucking time. Manny, you ready? Thumbs up if you're ready. All right. How you going, mate?
Hey, we're fucking humming, mate. What a win, my friend. What a win, buddy.
It was very nice, man.
Hey, Harvey has got us fucking humming, bro. I'm telling you, no coach in Australia could have made us play like that. We had no right to win tonight. We had no right to win. We had 9 kids under 10 games.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. We had we had no right to win that game. No,
They were playing for finals. They were playing for Hearn, right? I'm telling you now, Harvey has got us fucking humming. 97, 98 Brownlow medalist. When the kids look at the kids love him, bro. I'm telling you. If we don't sign up Harvey, we're going to make a big mistake. You mark my words on this day, my friend.
You reckon Harvey first senior coach?
You know why? It's like when Mike Tyson walks in the room, right? As soon as Mike Tyson walks in the room, you shit yourself, right? Now, Adam Kingsley, if he talks to the players, bro, they don't respect him. He used to play for Port Power, right? But Harvey's one of the best players of all time, bro. He was better than Buckley, bro. I'm telling you. He's a Brownlow medalist. You know what? If he tells the boys something, they listen to him.
Yeah, that's interesting, man.
Listen, before I didn't want Rusko in the team. I didn't want fucking Madge in the team, but I want him in the team now. You know why? It's because Harvey told Buckley, put Rusko in the back line. And Buckley will listen. You know why? Because Buckley's stubborn. Buckley cost us 2 fucking premierships, mate.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree with you there, man. I think
this is Harvey's team, bro. I'm telling ya, this has been done on the training track. This doesn't happen. We're a whole different fucking team now. You can see it, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. So do you think that?
I'm telling you, bro. We are different sort. We played fucking Globetrotters football today. You saw it, bro. Look how happy you were, bro. You were singing the song after the fucking game, bro. You loved it. You know why? It's because, what about the goalie? He's left him in the middle. Harvey was a fucking gun, bro. If you watch Harvey when he used to play, bro, he was a gun.
Yeah, no, he was. I vaguely remember him, but that's so you wouldn't want Clarkson, or you wouldn't want fucking.
You know why? Because Clarkson's done fuck all the Hawks, and they got heaps of young kids. You know what? We should be getting smashed by 100 points, bro. We got kids in the side. We're hammering fucking fully fledged fucking West Coast Eagles. We hammered them, bro. Our kids gave it to them. Yeah. I'm telling you, we're up and about. You know why? It's because Harvey knows the boys. He's been there for 10 years. He's got family relationships with the boys, bro. Right? Yeah. They love him, bro. You know why? He's a different coach than Buckley. He's more of a father figure.
So why do you reckon he didn't get the job at like Adelaide or North Melbourne or something?
Because no one saw him, bro. We didn't know what he was like. I've seen him now. The team's different, bro. We've seen him coach now. Told me which other coach today could have made us play like that against West Coast? Yeah. We've seen it with our own eyes now. We've seen it. He can coach, bro.
Buckley wouldn't have been able to do that. No hope in hell.
Buckley cost us this position. But hey, why would Buckley play Rusko in the forward line, right? And then as soon as Harvey gets in, puts him in half back, and he starts picking off targets.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I'm telling you, bro.
Matty, I fucking agree with you, brother.
Well, what do you think of Harvey? Aren't you happy about how the team's playing? We can't play any better, bro. We can't play any better.
I think the team's doing. They're fucking, like you said, man. They're literally humming. The team's humming, and
we're fucking humming, bro. You know what? Hey, to see you sing the song at the end of the fucking fan cams or the live channel, bro. That's what Harvey's done to us, bro. We have seen it with our own eyes. Harvey's got the players because we're playing for nothing. And you know what? Today we gave it to the West Coast Eagles, good and fucking proper. Yeah, baby. Fuck, I love Hollywood. I love it, mate. We're gonna fucking yes, man. 40 years, bro. 40 years, bro. You know what? Hey, and to all these scumbags, right, getting on fucking Luke's fucking YouTube, right? All these imposters, right, paying out Luke. If I find out who you cunts are, I can hunt you down. Stay off the fucking channel and leave us alone, right? If you haven't got anything positive to say, fuck off.
Fuck off. That's it, Manny. I love you, man.
All right, brother. You still put up the tip bar.
Well, I know. I've been crazy. I've been drinking.
Ask Pommy.
Mate.
Ask Pommy. You go on YouTube, right, and you put your super chats on, and we could donate money to you.
All right, done. The next thing, I'll get it on. 100%.
Yeah, it's called super chats. Hey, Hey, we're fucking humming. Our kids are playing killer footy. You know what? Hey, we're humming, mate. We're there, bro. I love you, bro. See you next week, kids.
Have a good weekend, brother. See you, mate. Yes, sir, boys. Up the mags. Love you, man. See you, mate. Bye, brother. Bye. That was good. I love Manny. I love what Manny brings to the stream. Fucking pumps me up. God. Oh, I had the biggest burger for dinner. Woo. Swoop, do you think Pies can beat the Lions in 2 weeks? Look, I don't like looking that far into the future. I'd rather focus on Hawthorn, but the Lions are, I don't know, the Lions are one of those teams where we will, I don't know. Let's just say yes. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just say yes. All right, Sean, I'm getting you on now, brother. Thumbs up if you're ready to go. All right. Shawnee, what's going on, man?
Yeah, well, obviously with today's game, it was obviously pretty good. I'm actually kind of curious more for next week than obviously what we had today, because obviously with the young group, obviously we just had Manny be all positive, so I don't want to be too much of a downer, but yeah, I mean obviously there was a lot of positivity, but I think as well, as much as I was absolutely ecstatic for today's game. Just trying to sort of gauge where we are actually at. So obviously our grade is obviously what today was.
Yeah.
And then just sort of trying to figure out the answer of where are we at, sort of thing. Because next week, because we've had the good week, and even when we played against Richmond, that was a fantastic game. But then we played Carlton and we just seemed like we were a bit down.
Yeah.
And then also as well, it shows that Harvey's sort of getting his game plan going as well. So the fact that was probably, in my mind, obviously, it just seems like we played what Harvey would have done if he was a permanent coach. So next week, I think is going to probably be a massive tell on how, I guess, everybody plays, coaches, and I guess everybody as a group. But in saying that, obviously today was fantastic. I don't want to take anything away from the win.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I guess that's probably my main takeaway is that I'm obviously super excited, but obviously I think next week is going to be the bigger tell of where we are at right now as a group. Because I mean that today can obviously be what we're striving for, but I think to say that's going to happen every week, especially with a young group, is a bit sort of
100%. Yeah, no. We're not going to be playing. We're not going to be, blowing out 5 teams by 60 points every week. It's just, I think, I can't remember who said it now. But someone said, it was either in the chats or in this, that we're playing. There's no more. It looks like, as of today's game, that there's no more Buckley left in our veins.
Especially today.
Very much Harvey. It's very much as Harvey's team. I think there was that goal that it was either in the first or the second quarter.
Yeah,
I can't fucking remember. Anyway, it was 11 handballs, and it wasn't a kick from the back to the forward line for that goal. So.
Was that the one where was the side bottom in the goal square?
I think it might have been. I can't really remember. But it was someone where there wasn't any kicks between the defensive, the two arcs. Straight through the middle, just handball. And that's something that we never did with Buckley. So look, I didn't think Clarko. Clark's on my mind. I didn't think Harvey. I didn't think Harvey could do this. And, I was a big Harvey naysayer because I thought he was just Buckley 2.0. But
yeah, for sure. I mean, for me personally, I was in the same boat because, I mean, normally, if you look back to, the years that, in 2010, 2011, even leading up to that, we had coaches, assistant coaches, forward, mids, backs, coaches. They all kept going to other teams. and obviously every club has that. And with Harvey being there, because it's 10, 11 years. It doesn't obviously confirm if he's like in terms of what the level of coach that he is. But you do sort of wonder, like, he's there for 10 years and like nobody's picked him up yet. Like, is that on the competition just not understanding how good he is, or is that or is that more on Harvey sort of thing? Because it can go both ways. Because I feel like in the industry, like there can be some people that get sort of not overlooked, but some people can kind of get forgotten in the shuffle sort of thing. So, but no, like obviously, even like guys like it was actually really telling today because even Sidebottom, like a lot of kicks he had into the forward 50 that were just bullet passes. Like. And I think it was even last week I even mentioned that, how we had this game plan where we just bomb it long into the forwards.
Yeah.
But our biggest issue or the reason why it worked back then but not now is that, we had guys like Travis Cloak, who was probably the best contested mark in the comp at the time. And because we haven't had that level of players at that level, like we've had guys that are like a little like that sort of like level below, but not at Travis Coke type levels. So to have, someone like a Sidebottom have those bullet passes, Noble was doing it too. Like he definitely, I thought he had a really underrated game for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So to the question to the thing I was getting at before, it didn't surprise me that Sidebottom could do it, but it surprises me why we haven't utilized him in that way, if that makes any sense.
I think it helps that Pendlebury isn't playing. You know what I mean? So he kind of slots into that sort of role that Pendlebury sort of plays, and I think he took on the captaincy really well as well.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like his kicks that he had, like. I wasn't shocked that he hit every target nearly. Like, because we've always known he's been like that type of kick. Like he's always been that sort of, I guess not only an innovator, but he's also been a whatever the moment calls for. He's always a type of player that adapts.
Yeah.
So if you need a stab pass like 20 out, if he needs like a little bit of a check side for someone out the side, if he needs just to talk just to get it out of defense, like he's got like all those kicks, but we don't really we haven't at least to an extent where it's been obvious, like we haven't really seen that really from him, and he looks like even today, if you just watch today's game and you watch Sidebottom, you'd think, oh shit, this guy's like
he's been playing
top 10 in the Brownlow, like sort of thing. Like
I'm looking at his stats now. He went at 85% off 33 disposals, 11 effective kicks, 28 effective disposals, 200 meters gain, and 1 inside 50. No clangers. So that says a lot. It tells you a lot about how his game. And you're right. If you see this game, you go, fuck, Sidebottom's been smashing it. He's top 2 in the and unfortunately he just hasn't had that year. But we saw Sidebottom in his sort of peak Sidebottom form today.
But it seemed like, because like obviously today it seemed like, because as I said before, like it didn't, like when he like had those bullet passes, I wasn't surprised in the very least. I'm like, that's what Sidebottom does, but he hasn't been doing it, and it's not that. He just hasn't had the opportunity to do those. So to have that happen, like he like. I mean, I don't know with like everybody else's thoughts, but what was it? Was it 2018 where I think he came like second in the Brownlow or something like that? Like, it just so quickly, like the perception of how he was playing just changed so quickly.
Yeah.
So it was just obviously like awesome to see because you never, especially with like previous weeks, people have been a bit down on him sort of thing. So it was really interesting to see how you put him in a spot where he is he has the capabilities of being good, and just how quickly you can turn things around. Like if it's like if you because there's no point making like a quick analogy of like making a fish walk out of water sort of thing.
Yeah.
You just leave him in the like water sort of thing. So. But no, like today was absolutely awesome. But from a realistic point of view, next week is probably going to be more telling because, like, obviously, we're going to have probably a more lower, this game's going to be a good game. So I wonder what's going to be next week because it's probably going to be more of a bad game, but. Maybe sort of bridge that gap of like our goods up here, but then now
our bad's right down,
down here. But if we can get that bad like a little bit higher up,
I know what you're saying, man.
But no,
thanks, brother, for jumping on.
Right. Yeah, no, good.
I appreciate you, as always.
Yeah,
have a good weekend, man.
Yeah, we'll do.
Cheers, brother. Thanks, mate. All right. Luke, hop on the lunchtime potty with Lynch. Here's what. Okay. You guys want me to jump on the lunchtime potty with Lynch? Whenever he posts an Instagram picture or a story, tell him to fucking hit me up. Tell him that at Swoop Luke should be on his show. He won't have me, but get my name out there. You know what I'm talking about. All right. This is an interesting one. No trips to Perth next year for Pendles. Focus on home Victorian games for him will need to be managed. Yeah, I wonder that's I've never even thought about that. That's a very interesting thing. Are the Boomers playing tonight? Very interesting. Very interesting. Code word, are you ready to go? Thumbs up. All right. How you going?
Pretty good.
What'd you think of the game?
Really good.
Yeah. Who impressed you the most today?
Well, obviously Crisp, he always impresses, but in my opinion, the guy who impressed the most was the local town boy, is Jack Ginnivan.
Yep. Are you from Tassie?
No, he's not from Tassie. He's I said local town.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about Isaac Chug. Isaac Chug's from Tassie.
He's from Castlemaine and Merva, so.
Where's Ginnivan from?
Castlemaine.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Same place as Duff. Yeah. I think that we shouldn't drop any players, but if we need to add McKiri on the side, I'd be happy maybe making Ginnivan the sub for next week, so we can have McKiri be the 22.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not a bad shout. If Bo's ready to go, would you bring in Reef McGuinness at all?
Due to Reef's current injury problems of what he's had an ankle on the finger this year.
He got nice appearances in the VFL today.
Yeah, it'd probably be best to rest him for a bit or until one of our other midfielders get injured or do crap.
I think just trying to get stats up. I can't get stats up. I think we have to when we debut kids, it has to be because they've earned their spot. You know what I mean? Not just because we want him in.
Yeah, it took a hell of a lot of time for Finlay McRae to finally get in after he got dropped.
Yeah.
Because he was performing good in the VFL, but we did not know the position where he got in, and then we had injuries in the midfield to Adams, Who else got injured at midfield? Sia got injured, I think. Cal Brown wasn't
Yeah.
quite ready yet. And then, we just put him in the midfield and thought, okay, this is good because we just kept putting him up forward for some weird reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's interesting.
I think that if no one else tomorrow does good, Roscoe will win the Rising Star nomination this week.
Yeah, Roscoe. I had his stats up here for a second.
He got 98 fantasy points, so that's really good for someone who's
22 disposals, 86% disposal efficiency, 360 meters gained. So that's absolutely huge. That's absolutely huge.
Yeah, who is he on?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have no clue. Let's look at the lineups. He lined up. It looks like he lined up against maybe Petrocelli a little bit.
I don't think
Could
he
be.
kicked the goals though. That was pretty
No,
good.
I fucking nope. Barely any of those kicked a goal. I'd love.
I was really impressed with the fact that we had no injuries this week, which is very rare.
Very good, except for Braden Sire did his ankle in the VFL today, so
I reckon we should trade him.
Yeah, I think he'll go. I think he'll go as well. I know we keep saying Gold Coast, but he'll go to a team that I think someone in my other stream said Port Adelaide might. He might go to Port Adelaide, but Sire looks like the type of guy that would want to go to a bit of a party town, so he might go to Gold Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I reckon Max Lynch could go to Hawthorn because he smashed Segler and Brooksby at Hawthorn's depth ruck.
Oh yeah, I think Hawthorn are really in in for Lynchy, and he could net us a nice second round pick. Mature Ruckman are very very hard to come by.
And plus, we could probably trade Cox, but that'd probably be the riskiest trade of all time. Because what will we get for him? What team will even get him?
Yeah, I think Cox is out of contract at the end of the season, so we either delist him or trade him.
If we do trade him, it has to be to like a club that desperately needs a key forward who can pitch a hit and ruck. But someone who's not that good, like Carlton? Because
Carlton wouldn't want him. I think.
No, because Carlton.
There's been
one glaring issue.
Gold Coast, maybe I don't know. It's hard. Like maybe the Giants as well. They've got a Jeremy Cameron sized holder to fill.
Yeah, Giants might not be too bad because Mumford's retiring this year, and then Flynn and Briggs can't be their only ruckman, or they have proved.
Yeah, we could almost do a trade for a swap for Riccardi, which I doubt, but the optimist in me really wants that.
Another trade I thought about, Will Hoskinelli, even though he's been performing really good this year, we could trade him so then we could give Poulter or maybe even other midfielders like Reece McGuinness more wing time.
Yeah, look, I know you kind of, especially after last season, you don't want to really give away too many senior players. Like we don't have any depth at the moment. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Like I say, if we need to trade players, we trade them for picks to make sure that we absolutely bid on Dacos, and then we get like experienced players. Like if we ever trade the GWS, we get Riccardi to improve our forward depth, or we because my check, despite him being really good, he can't be a key forward. He's not got much height. He's 190 centimeters. He can mark. That's like he can't really contest work much.
Yeah. I don't think Mychek's the key forward, and he's, the key forward answer that we're looking for. I think Riccardi could be. I'll pull up Riccardi's stats a bit later, but yeah, look, man, go.
Yeah. One more thing.
Yep.
Aiden Begg might be returned as playing at the VFL in the very last week. Same with Rush Johnson.
Yeah. Begg and Johnson.
So we get to see those two key forward prospects, see if they will do good.
Yeah, exactly right. Look, yeah, exactly right. There's a couple of players we can potentially look at, which is always nice. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. First time, yeah.
Yeah.
No, awesome. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll chat soon.
Yep. See ya. Bye.
But all right. I want to talk before we go. I want to talk about some of these trades that we were just talking about. So, someone in the chat said, "Why would we get rid of? Why can't we keep Lynch?" So, we just signed Aiden Begg, who, by all accounts, and from what I've been told, if he had a full good season, he could have been top 20 in the draft because of the shoulder injury. Blah blah blah. Then we've got Darcy Cameron, who can chop out in the ruck. And then we've got Brody Grundy, obviously, and then Lynch. So Begg is that next generation ruckman. But by all accounts, they've said that he's a forward ruck as opposed to a ruck forward. So Lynch is Begg is that like Darcy Cameron mold where he's a forward ruck. So there's just no room for Lynch. And like Billy said before, Lynch has a bit of currency. He won't go high, obviously, because that it's a ruckman that he's not going to give us a high second rounder. But I would love a second rounder for him, obviously, even if we have to give some late picks back. But yeah, what other kind of we'll do a trade scenario one later. But this is a little bit of fun to look at. And if you look, we're not going to. I think stay here for a couple more minutes. So if you got any questions for me, shoot them through. Lynch for Narkle, Lynch for Riccardi. Bruce is at the Giants, I think, but I think he's been injured. McMahon is dominating in the VFL. Would love to see him. Debut soon. Look, Henry is amazing. Two more years in the preseason for Henry, and this kid's going to be huge, man. When he hits about 21, 22, he's going to be better than he is. Do you reckon we play Poulter next week? I think next week. We need to win one more game, right, to guarantee that we don't finish sort of last. I think if Poulter comes in, Bianco gets dropped, just so it gives Bianco a bit of a rest and stuff like that. I love Poulter. He's going to be a 200 gamer for Collingwood, 100%. It's so crazy seeing these new kids come up. It's makes me feel fucking older than I am. Need one more tall forward and a bit more depth in the midfield, and we'll be good. And that's the thing, That's the thing with losing Stevenson and with losing Treloar and Phillips is that we lost that depth. So yeah, you're right. We can get that back. There's a bit of what's that kid from Gold Coast that's looking on the outer, but he's pretty good. Fiorini, something like that. 29. I'm 29. Look, I don't think Phillips hasn't hurt us, but what I'm saying is that sort of depth, But blooding the kids, I'm fucking all about blooding the kids, you know what I mean? And this is it as well. Look, I think we can replace Main easily. The sleeper is Roughhead, yeah? Who's our next full back? Is it Tohill? Is it Keane? Do we have to recruit someone? Once Roughhead once Roughhead retires, and Howe retires, because Howe is 31, I think. What's our backline going to look like? So we need to recruit a full back. I think Talia's too old. Maybe does Jake Kelly want to come to the club? Jake Kelly's a fullback, right? Get all the Collingwood father-sons in. Nick Dacos to come, yes. Will Kelly, if you listen to the lunchtime podcast with Kelly and obviously Max Lynch, Kelly wants to be a forward. He absolutely wants to be a forward. But he did play as a key back in the juniors. Ben King and Max Higgins forward line. One of them signed up, right? I always forget. Ben is at Max is at St Kilda and Ben is at the Gold Coast. I reckon we fucking get Ben in. Fiorini. That's Fiorini. Would be great, but he could have put in a good block of games and will be retained. Classic fucking Gold Coast, eh? Do you think we trade Will Kelly? Will Kelly is Collingwood. Will Kelly is Collingwood. Ben King on a big contract at Gold Coast. Did he get re-signed? I thought, but like 17 other clubs would want him at their club. You know what I mean? So, oh Jesus, Benjamin, whatever you're smoking, brother, pass it over here. Suns get Cox and Sion, we get King. I would take that in a heartbeat. Never going to happen, but I will take it in a heartbeat. Sam Wiedemann, if he can't get look, he's getting games at Melbourne and not doing anything. So I don't think Weeds is the answer. So that's okay. So Ben King's out of the equation if he just signed for 4 years. All right. How's experience in the back line was so crucial in today's game. The side was definitely more calm and relaxed. I felt that too. The poise that he has in the back line it's just second to none. Amazing. You don't know what you got until it's gone, and we experienced that. Callum Coleman-Jones and Wiedemann. CCJ. I don't know. Look, I don't know a lot about him. Oh, no. I'm just watching the women's relay in the Olympics and everyone's fucking falling over themselves. I don't know much about CCJ. So you're going to have to – I'm going to have to do a bit of research before I do a video. But he will be in a video. Has Josh Kelly re-signed? He hasn't. But Kelly, the thing about Kelly is – we could sign him as a free agent, but the bastard's going to demand like $1 million. And is he worth $1 million? I don't think so. He's probably worth 600,000. Oh, also, someone wanted me to talk about a minute straight for John Noble. I don't know if I can go a minute straight. Oh, Scott, you're back. There it is. So, Johnny Noble, 22 disposals, 82%. Disposal efficiency, 11 effective kicks, 2 inside 50s, 300 meters gained. John Noble, mid-season draft pick, right? We know that. And he's a whipping boy sometimes, but I love Nobby. That goal, he kicked the goal as well, which was really nice. 300 meters gained is perfect. I love that Roscoe's down back now because what that means is that Noble, maybe he isn't the best one-on-one defender, but what it does is he fucking Roscoe down back, lets Noble open up, pull forward, and attack the ball a little bit more. Well, we saw how high he got up the ground to kick a goal. So I love that what Roscoe brings to the side because he can release players like Noble who are, they're okay. He's a good ball user. Could be better. Still a good ball user. And I love Nobby. I do. Joseph Dibb still on the radar. Yes, he's a NGA prospect, so a next generation academy prospect. We do look. All our points will go for Dacos. We know. So the only look. It's going to be hard. The only way we will get Dibb is if no one bids on him and he goes really late in the draft, or if someone bids on him after pick 30 and we can match it. We just have to get picks in. That's the thing. We just have to get picks in. I saw something that I wanted here. Hang on. fuck, where was the question that I just wanted to? Oh, here. Did we mess up by trading our first round pick? No, not at all. Not at all. So the talk around this was, if Collingwood finished last for the wooden spoon, they would have fucked up with their first round. They would have had a first round pick and Nick Dacos. Okay, if Collingwood was a wooden spoon, we're 3 games or 2 games away from the wooden spoon, yeah? Kangaroos are still not a good side. Hawthorn aren't a good side. Adelaide aren't a good side. Gold Coast won't finish last, but still, right? The only way we would fuck up by losing our first round pick is if we finish last, and we won't finish last. If we finished second last and had pick 2 and pick 1, Kangaroos bid on Nick Dacos, or whoever was last bid on Nick Dacos, we would have to use that pick 2 up. Okay? We couldn't say, no, we don't want to use pick 2. We want to use pick 24, 30, 37, 35, 40, fucking 50. You have to use pick 2. So what does that mean, right? So in this scenario that we keep our first round pick, it means that, okay, we get Nick Dacos. We don't have to go into deficit because we got the pick 2, but we don't have Poulter. We don't get Bo, right? We don't move up the draft for Finlay. And a lot of dominoes don't fall our way. So, yes, trading your first round pick is always sucks. But it only hurt us if we finish last, which we're not going to. I can guarantee you right now. I'll say it live on this. If we finish last and we get the wooden spoon, I'll get the wooden spoon tattooed on my ass. If we get the wooden spoon, I'll get it tattooed on my ass. And I'll fucking stream it. That's how much I guarantee we won't finish last. So let's not talk about wasting our first round pick unless we finish last, which we won't. So we're not going to talk about it anymore, right? Because look who we picked up for it. Poulter, fucking Bo. We move up for Finlay. Okay? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Nice dog. That was Lex that you saw. There he is. That was Lex that you saw there. Hawks will finish last. Yeah, we'll probably finish. Yeah, that Caslab. I think we will finish around 15. At the moment, we're sitting 14th, but Hawthorn and Gold Coast haven't played yet. Hawthorn versus Brisbane, Gold Coast versus Melbourne. I don't think Gold Coast beat Melbourne. I don't think Hawthorn beat Brisbane. Billy says we got dibs on dib. Definitely. Surely you streamed the draft like last year. Yeah, so last year I streamed it really poorly, but now that I've got StreamYard, I'll I'm gonna do my hamstring. I've been sitting down for too long. I'll definitely stream it on this. It'll be sick. Would you trade for Tom Mitchell? Tom Mitchell, do we need an accumulator in the team? How old is he? 26, 27? If we can, I think he's on a lot of money. Even if we can get him cheap, he's on a lot of money. So I wouldn't mind him. But I don't think we need him. Look. Surely you should. I already answered that one. Would you trade Sidebottom and Lynch for Gold Coast first round pick this year? That's interesting. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trade it for their first round pick. So, look, I wouldn't trade it for their first round pick because of what I just said. So, if it doesn't matter, we're going to have to use that first round unless the only time I would trade for a first round. No, you can't. No, I wouldn't. Sorry. I keep going back and forth. No, I don't want to be in the first round at all. I don't want to be in that top 10 at all. All right. Would you bring anyone up from the VFL next week? Going to be hard. Nah, it's hard. Maybe you put in. Someone said, you could bring in Reef if you wanted to. Put Ginny as the sub, put Tonic as a sub, and debut Reef. 9 clearances is really good. Give him a taste of it against Hawthorn. Won't be too bad. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. We've been doing this for an hour. My ass hurts because I'm sitting right at the edge of the couch. And we're just gonna finish the stream. We're gonna finish this Squawk now. Thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for watching the live stream. I really appreciate you all. I love you all as always. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Be putting out lots of content. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, I promise. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers. Swoop you later. I love you all. Good night.